is up, everybody? My name is Dane Thompson. Welcome back to another episode of BurnDown. So you can see we are back under the hood of the Maliboom. Just to get you up to speed. What's up, buddy? Just to get you up to speed real quick. We got the racket pinion install complete. We got the steering done. I did that after hours. The alignment, however, is terrible. So the wheels, obviously, this one points in, that one points in. That's no bueno. So we'll have to mess with that. I'm hoping to do that later this evening. And then I've got the engine long blocked. So cam, lifters, push rods, rockers, everybody's in their place. They're all happy. So what we are going to do today is I'm going to throw you guys on a quick time lapse, and then I'm just going to reassemble the motor. You guys have seen me do this time and time again. You probably don't need to watch me do that. But we'll bring you back when it's time to fire it for the first time, and we can listen to the sweet sound, hopefully, of a Stage 4 Summit Turbo Cam, minus the ticking sound that was audible before from the exploded lifter. So that's it. We'll throw you on a time lapse. We'll get you rock and roll. When there's something interesting, I'll bring you guys back. But you don't need to watch me assemble this, and you guys have seen it time and time again. So let's get cracking. We've got majority of the Maliboom pretty well put together. Got the fancy plug wires on. All the stuff is here. This is loose still because we need to put water. And then I've got the coils unplugged. We need to put oil in right now. And then we'll put the water in. We'll fill it up. And then we'll give it a shot. But my oil is new, so I'm just going to run it through a paint strainer. It's in here. And then it does have some bad oil mixed in, but for the most part, the thing was new. And then since I have all that cam assembly lube and everything in there, we'll just dump it in here, fill it up. I'll put that in here, we'll run it. And then before we really thump on it, dyno time or whatever, I'll run it around a bit, and then we'll change the oil again. Unfortunately, because I just had changed it. But I think that's kind of par for the course, right? You change the oil and then something happens. So I'm not afraid, we'll just strain it. Make sure we don't have any chunks that got by me in there. We'll fill it up. All right, I filtered the oil. Not the best looking stuff, not gonna lie. I think this mingled with all the dirty oil that was in the bucket and everything. Obviously, I don't use that to keep good oil in. But the viscosity is still there. It's just dirty. It's not dead, I guess. So again, we'll just use it to run it for a little bit. It's great break-in oil. And I think I got about, I didn't quite get 5 quarts, so we'll have majority of this. And then just, so I feel better, I found this. So we'll put some actual clean oil. See? It's like icing on the cake. You put the mix in, and then you put this in. I can actually kind of see the dirt separating on the dirty oil from the clean oil, so whatever. Here we go. Water is in, oil is filtered and put back in. Oh, I didn't tighten that boy down. See? Tighten that real quick. Jeez. Jeez, jeez, jeez. There's always something, isn't there? I remember why I didn't tighten it as soon as I looked at it. There. Let's tighten now. this piece is cracked and I got a new one. I was gonna fix it when I had somebody to help me push it down and do the whole deal. My buddies aren't gonna be here till later. So let's tighten it up. Now, we are good. That wouldn't have prevented it from running anyway. Oil is filtered. Water is in. Fill my little reservoir. Everything should be good. So let's do this. Okay. No big bangs or burning, so that's good. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna crank it over. I don't have the coils plugged in, so we're gonna turn it and spin it till we see some sort of oil pressure. Then we'll plug the coils in and fire it. And then really quick too, these are all labeled on which injector's which. Well, I've had this thing long enough and then these fell off. So these ones aren't labeled and I don't remember which one's which. So these could possibly be backwards. So if it runs bad, that's my go-to. So let's crank this thing over. Maybe we got lucky. It's 50-50 shot, right? Right. Okay, we spun it over a bit. I'm impatient. I plug coils in. Let's just see what this thing will do. Make sure we're not leaking any fuel. Looks good. All right, let's just hit the key and see if it'll go. All right, it jumped up. Down like, oh, oil pressure. We got oil, boys. We're good. This oil pressure sensor is a piece of junk, and I flip-flop fuel and oil because this was giving me issues. I'm glad I remembered that. We got plenty of oil pressure. We're like almost 60. Yeah, we're good. Woo! Back to business, right? Hell yeah, we got it. So, plenty of oil pressure. She's back in business. I do need to get that oil pressure sensor though, because that freaked me out when I saw it, and I had forgotten that that was actually my fuel pressure sensor. I don't know if the E85 ate it, so I swapped it with my oil pressure sensor, so that way the Terminator X could see fuel pressure, because I have the manual oil gauge. So that was why I did that when we went to the dyno, because I didn't have another one. And then it took me a second to remember, but I was like, oh, we don't have oil pressure. But no, we are good. Sounds good. It's funny because it seems a bit less lopey. We have more lift, more duration, but that really wide LSA. So I'm really interested to see what this thing does. I think I'm going to turn the boost down and we'll let it ride for a little while. Lower, kind of get it lined out. The next thing is my buddy Reed's going to swing by. We're going to do a homemade alignment on this thing and try to get it straight enough, so that way I can just kind of tool it around the block or whatever. The race I was supposed to go to next weekend got canceled. There's a big fire out toward Banning, and they're using the airport to land the helicopters and stuff that they're fighting the wildfire with. So I'll just keep my ear to the ground. The next like test and tune thing or whatever, there's one tomorrow, but I don't even have an alignment on this thing. I don't want to really push it. So we'll go to the next open house test and tune event. We'll bring this thing out and see how it does. I think my buddy's gonna be swamped. He's been out vacationing and stuff at the dyno, so I'm not gonna bother him for a while till he runs through some of his customers or whatever. So we'll just kind of turn it down. I'll work on the tune myself and see how we go. And then we'll go have a fun track day and not really swing for the fences that time. We'll just go and hopefully it'll stay in one piece and we can work on getting this thing out of the hole a little bit better. So I'm excited. It's cool. We got the lifter out. The bore seemed decent. We just slapped new ones in, slapped a new cam in. I think we should be able to polish that sloppy stage 2 I had in here, which is even better news because that means I got a backup cam on the shelf. So if thing goes to hell, if stuff goes to hell with this, let's put that one back in and we'll do it again. I mean, that's kind of the life of the junkyard racer, right? So I'm excited. Thank you guys for following along. Thank you for wishing me well. I know you guys are on my side, hoping that this thing will work out. And again, this is the junkyard motor that won't die. This is a $100 special from Sigler66. I remember that because he was cool enough to, you know, sell me this thing dirt cheap. And it is still going, dude. We are still banging on this thing. I am very impressed. And then we're having a good day because we were batting 50-50. Like I said, I didn't know if those injectors were right or wrong. Slapped them on. Whew, we should be good to go unless it's firing wrong, I guess. But I can't drive around and see alignment. Anyway, you guys know what to do. Until next time, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell everybody, tell your dog, tell your neighbors, tell your cousins. I'm out.